In previous module, we saw what are the types of servers which we can use for any use case we might have for any tech or to handle the amount of traffic we get on our website. Okay, so in our case, we will mostly need a WordPress manage server. Okay, there are plenty of hosting providers who does provides manage WordPress hosting. Okay, so in this case, there are plenty of hosting providers, but as I have went through all the hosting providers, there are 100% there are plenty of good hosting providers, but I found out that Hostinger is one of the good hosting provider who gives good value for money hosting services with good amount of features and the things which we can use in our hosting. Okay, so if we go with their pricing, you can see they have the types of hosting, which is web hosting, managed hosting for WordPress, cloud hosting, agency hosting. Okay, now web hosting and managed hosting for WordPress is almost same. Like if we choose a web hosting, we can also install the WordPress in this hosting. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Now, if you see their plans, there are plenty of plans where they have a single plan where we can use create a one website. In premium plan, we can use three websites. Then in business plan, we get their CDN. In previous video, I explained what is the CDN, right? And then in this cloud startup, we can use and get good amount of resources such as 4 GB RAM. Okay, so this is what it is, and for us, I will suggest to go with the premium hosting because in this hosting we get a free domain for 1 year. Okay, and that's really good. So if you choose a plan and let it load, yeah. So as we choose a plan, if you see for 12 months, we are getting it for almost 200 rupees per month. But if you increase the rate, then you can see it the pricing drops for the per month. Okay, so it's up to you for how long you want to take it. Now you can put your domain name and definitely uh, click on continue and then make a payment and take for the hosting plan. Okay, so this is how it is for the hostinger to purchase. Okay, now hostinger is very big company and it's a good company. But again, there is one more company which I personally use, that is called as Hostingspell. I personally use it. It's an Indian based company and it's really good. Like it is again based for on value for money, where if you go to their free domain plus hosting, you can get one lifetime free domain where you can host two websites, get 20 GB storage, and then this is really nice, unlimited bandwidth, FTP accounts, and all the things. Okay, in this again we can host four websites plus we can get unlimited SSD storage. That is also great. Okay, so I will again suggest also go, you can check the premium hosting packages. If you click on annual, right, they have the Linode servers on India. You can also check their Singapore based uh, plans, which the pricing really decreases. Okay, in case you want to see it again, and Singapore is a good country to have, which have a good infrastructure for hosting, and it's also close to India and other countries. Okay, so you can click on view plan and then log in. uh, yeah, you can register a new domain, you can use your own domain, put it and just make the payment and take it. Okay, so now with the hostinger, in case you want to move with the hostinger, I will show you how you can do that. Okay, so uh, this is what I'm using to hide some data, but you can ignore that. So you can see that in case you purchased a domain from Hostinger, you can see there is a DNS name servers options. Okay, so in case you decide to take the domain and hosting from the same platform, you don't have to do this DNS name server configuration. But in case you have your domain on another platform and you have the hosting on another platform, you have to do something called changing the name servers. So right now we are using the same name servers as the hostinger, but in case you have the hosting from another platform, then you have to use that hosting name servers and save it. Okay, so in case if I have the hosting in the Hostingspell, you can see they have their own name servers, which we can use and just copy paste into this, and then our domain from the hostinger is connected to the hosting from the Hostingspell. Okay, hope that is clear and easy. Now let me tell you how we can create a website or install the WordPress into the Hostinger. So Hostinger have their own panel called hPanel, and it's pretty good. Most of the hosting providers go with the cPanel. We will also look into the cPanel. Okay, so now let's for now all you have to do is go into the websites in the website list. You can see this is the hosting package we have, and all you have to do is click on add a website. Okay, once you click on it, you can see there are plenty of options, right? You can just put the custom PHP or HTML website. You can create a Node.js web app, or you can install a WordPress. In our case, we will go with the WordPress. Okay, once I click on it, okay, it's asking me to log in, so I will just do that. So once we log in, you can see we have this a page where we can create a login details for our WordPress. So you can put your email, and you can put generate a password, or you can put some custom password which should follow this criteria. Okay, and then all you have to do is click on next. Now there is an option where we can create a website with AI or use some pre-built themes, but in our case we will just create a blank site. Now you can put your domain name which you have purchased from Hostinger, or if you already have it, and just put it here. Or in our case, I will just keep user temporary domain. Okay. Now it will take a while to install the WordPress, so I will just wait till it's done. Okay. So you can see we have um, completed the process. Now it will take us to the WordPress backend or a dashboard. Then you can see that this is our temporary domain. In your case, it can be your final domain or the domain which you want to use for the live scenario. And if you go to the plugins, you can see Hostinger have installed some predefined plugins which they have. You can definitely deactivate and delete them, right? And or use them if you want to. Okay, so this is how we can install a WordPress in the Hostinger. Okay, so now let's move with the Hostingspell. Cool. And with the Hostingspell, once you purchase their any service, you will see such dashboard where I have some 5 services. And if you click on them, you will see such a page. Okay, so again, these are the name servers. Every most of the hosting providers have the cPanel. So when you click on the cPanel, you will see such platform, okay, where we can do things. And in the one of the video where we install the WordPress locally on our system, so you saw that we played with the file manager, and we also went with the PHP my admin to install the WordPress. Okay, now installing the WordPress in the cPanel is very easy and convenient. In the file manager, you can see in public HTML, you will see your files. So in this case, we have the files in public HTML. Okay, and this is the WordPress files. We also have the database in PHP my admin. You can do a lot of stuff like managing your database, and you can create a new database or assign a user, create a user, and then you can assign that user to that particular database. Okay, so I will go back to the cPanel and I will show you how you can install a WordPress. So we have to go to the WordPress manager by Softiculous, and we have to click on it. So you can see we have already installed WordPress on the main domain. Okay, so I will install a new WordPress, and in our case we just have one domain. So what we will do that we will install it in another directory. Okay, I will call it as a test directory, and you can also choose a protocol like I like HTTPS only, so I will use that. You can keep the site name, site description. Okay, you can put admin username, password, email. There are plenty of plugins which we can use. I will just deselect them because I don't want any of them. You can use them if you want. Now in advanced option, you can change the database name. You can choose to, if you don't want to auto upgrade the WordPress, if you want to auto upgrade the WordPress plugins or themes, you can also click on those. Okay, and you can also choose to take automated backups through the cPanel, and then you have to click on the install. So it will be little quicker than the hostinger. Yeah, so now we can see that we have installed a WordPress, and you can see that we also can directly either you can log into the admin panel with this, or you can do that directly through this link. Okay, so you will see such dashboard, and if you go to again go to the plugins, there is one plugin which is activated by default. You can deactivate it and delete it, or you can use it. Okay, so that's how we install the WordPress in the cPanel, and we also install it in the Hostinger. Cool. So now in the next module, we will now start building the web good website and in WordPress, and definitely it will be very easier and very convenient to learn, and it will be longer as well. So I'm looking forward to it, and I will make sure that you will learn to build very good websites on WordPress. Okay, so looking forward to it. Thank you. See you.